Hi there friends, welcome back to Linen Bouquet. I'm Jasmine, and in preparation for the Spot of Tea Saucer sew along, I am going to talk to you today about how to pair and match fabrics for the tea bag that we will be making as a part of the saucers. So I am sure that a lot of you are having fun picking out the main fabrics for the saucers, but the tea bag really is important, and I'm going to share with you my best tips on how to pick out the right prints and colors for these tea bags. So I'm not going to talk to you today about how to assemble and make the tea bags. That will be during the sew along, which is next week, beginning on October 10th. If you are not familiar yet, I am hosting a sew along for my Spot of Tea saucer pattern, and it is this coaster sewing pattern, and it is a free sew along. It is a free pattern. If you go sign up using the link in the description below, you can still sign up. There's plenty of time to get ready. It doesn't take a lot of preparation. So let's get into what it takes to make these cute little tea bags. Just show you that right there. Now, number one step, once you pick your main fabrics, we want to make sure that the tea bag is complementing the main fabrics. Here is one fabric pool that I have for a set of saucers that I will be making next week. And here's a close-up of those prints. This is an art gallery print. These two are poppy cotton, and this one here is Tilda. And I really liked this lighter turquoise color, and I tried to pull those into all four prints. So once we have the main print fabric picked out, then you can find something that's going to complement them and make that into the tea bag. So I personally have a preference. I do like the wheat and beige colored linens. I have made a few here to show you. And fabric looks like a little tea bag, and how it looks a little more rustic and used like a stained tea bag. So that is why I picked those. And I probably will go with something similar whenever I'm pairing the tea bags to this fabric pool here. I'm going to show you some of the linens that I have. Now, I found these fabrics at a discount fabric store years ago, probably a good 9.5 or 10 years ago now. This fabric here, it's a lightweight linen, kind of like a burlap, but much more silky and lightweight. I bought about 10 yards of this fabric whenever I first found it, because I just thought, this is amazing. The texture, everything's really good. It doesn't shrink, and it does shift a little, so you have to be careful with that. But I had bought 10 yards of it, and I even used it for events to cover tabletops. Whenever I used to have my my booth at a local craft fair, I covered the tabletops with these linens, and it's just lasted me so long. This is all I have left of it because I use it so often. But this is probably my favorite pick for the tea bags because of the wheat colored, and there's a lot of variation within the threads. But I don't know who makes this fabric. There was no salvage, and the bolt that I bought it off of was completely unmarked. But if you can find something like this, there are plenty of companies that make linens that would work perfectly. And like I said, these tea bags are cute and tiny. You don't need a lot for it. A small, maybe a fat eighth or a fat quarter would be just enough for the amount of saucers that you want to make. Then I also have this one, which is a striped quilted linen. And so I just remove the batting and the quilted part, and I use the top layer, and that's exactly what I used for this little tea bag here. And that's my favorite, is using those linens. I was at Hobby Lobby, so here are some options that you can have if you're just now beginning to buy some. I was at Hobby Lobby and I found this stack of wovens that they had there, and I thought, these are so nice, and the colors are light. We want to make sure that whenever we're selecting fabrics for the tea bag, that we're picking something that's light colored, that is not going to distract from the lettering and embroidering that we're adding. I'm using a black embroidery floss because I want it to stand out, and I also wanted to have that typewriter look, which was included in the pattern. I like the typewriter look because it just looks more classic and vintagey and old, and like it's been printed in a big warehouse. So that is what I'm choosing. I'm choosing light fabrics to allow that print to really pop. There are lots of prints that would be so cute as little tea bag fabrics, but they're not going to allow for the wording to pop out like it should. And it's nice whenever you can see the word from far away because of that contrast. So that is what I recommend, is getting some light wovens or light linens to work with. And there's plenty out there. So one other option is the Tilda chambray. If you're not familiar, these are quite soft, luxurious, and just gorgeous in color. Tilda does an amazing job, and they feel so nice. The chambray is not stiff, it's not scratchy. It feels like it's in between a silk and a cotton. It's just very nice. And these are Tilda chambrays. I got these from Got Quilts, my friend Richla's shop, and I use them very hesitantly for special projects because I love them so, and I don't want to waste them. But these colors would look excellent as tea bags also. They don't have the traditional wheat color, but they would still really pair nicely. You could see they're still going to allow your print of embroidery to pop whenever they're on this. And they give that thread variation also, which is really pretty and appealing to the eye. It gives the fabric a nice balance and interest. Okay, and then I got some other options for you because I've seen some other makers use the pattern, the Spot of Tea Saucer pattern, and one person had the tea bag made of a really cute gingham, and I thought that's so genius. It's so smart. The trouble is that whenever you are using a print for the tea bag, it is going to, it may cause difficulty viewing the lettering on top. So let me show you some items that I have here. So I thought these are all really pretty as options as tea bag fabrics, but you can see that some are lighter, some are darker. I'm going to share with you why I think some of these will work and why they will not. First, the very obvious one in front is a pink gingham, and this is a tiny little gingham print. It's actually, the sizing of the print is perfect for the tea bag. Where did my little tea bag go? Oh, here it is. All right, so it's actually perfect because the size is not gonna get lost. It's not gonna, you're not gonna feel like you can't see the print. It's gonna be very clear what the print is. But because of the color, because of the strong pink, I would say that this is not a good type of print to use for your tea bag. Okay, this is another print that is tiny, and this is a Moda Fabric Make Time collection. So this print is tiny. I'm sure a lot of you have this collection or some of these fabrics because it was just a huge seller. So this print is tiny. It's like these almost tiny pin squares, and the color is light enough so that if I were to embroider onto it, the word tea would just pop right out and it would look great. And the print is small enough that it's not going to distract, and it's going to be very clear what it is. So that's a really pretty light blue that I would even consider on pairing up with this this mustardy yellow. So that would be a really good option for that. Okay, so this is a yes. This one obviously is a stripe cream. It's almost like a taupe, like a really light beigey taupe. This would be a yes, definite yes. That would make a really nice little tea bag. So it doesn't have to be woven. It can be a regular quilting cotton. And can you just imagine that? That would be really cute, especially at a diagonal, right? And then here is another gingham that I have, and this color is perfect for a tea bag. The problem is that the print is too big. If you were to embroider onto that, you wouldn't be able to see what the print of the fabric is. And while it might still look good, I would just probably not use this one. The gingham is too large. And then here is a very soft, I wanted to show you this pink. So this pink, it's like a light ballet pink. So pretty, so soft. This would be an excellent pink choice for a tea bag. And I probably wouldn't go with anything too strong like a purple or a blue. Maybe a very light mint green would be really pretty. But you gotta be really careful what colors you're choosing for this tea bag because you want it to still stand out. And if you want to be true to the tea bag style, definitely I would recommend a linen. Okay, and I have this one. So this is Moda, and it is, I'm so bad with remembering these collections, sorry guys. Of course there is no salvage printed. This is a Moda print, and I believe it came out last year. Just an adorable print. It has these tiny drawings that are kind of like labels. Can you see that? So really pretty. I was thinking that these would be really nice as the tea bag itself. And if you can fit it onto the tea label is the tiny little rectangle at the top. This is the tea label. And then this is the tea bag here at the bottom. So I was thinking these would make excellent little appliques on top of the tea bags. If instead of embroidering the word tea on a couple of your tea bags, you wanted to get a print like this that just had a really cute stamp, a style, and cut out the fabric and adhesively applique it onto the tea bag, and that would look so cute. It would look like it came straight out of the box, or a little a tea shop or tea company, which I think is cute. Some of these say Honeybee Meadows, Grand's Garden Center, Butterfly's Creamery, Daisy's Farm Market. So that's actually perfect, and I think I am going to make a couple tea bags using an applique method to put some of these prints on. What you got. Oh, here's one more option that I would say is probably not a good one. So while these dots are pretty light in color, we have some like light rust and pink and blue. Because they're polka dots and because they're contrasting, I would say this is not a good pick for the tea bags. Whenever you begin to embroider the letters on, they'll just get lost within the polka dots, and it may change some of the letters to look like from a distance like a different letter, or maybe like it wasn't embroidered correctly. You don't want it to look that way. You want it to look as neat and clean as possible. So polka dots are probably not a very good option for the tea bag unless they are so subtle and so light. But I hope that this helps with some of your fabric pairings. Again, these are from Tilda Chambray's. This is a sweet pastel, a woven set from Hobby Lobby, and this is just the little fat quarter bundle that was on the end cap. This was $10 for the pack, so really good deal. And of course, light colors if possible. Get those light and tiny prints for those tea bags. If you have any questions, let me know. As far as the string attached to the tea bag and tag, I am using twine. I do also have some leather strips, or leather string it may be called, that I think would be a good option if you have some twine. And if you don't have any of those, use what you have. Be resourceful. If you have some really thick floss, that would be really pretty. And floss, I mean embroidery floss. And also shoestring, you know, whatever you have, use what you have, and it's still gonna look really cute as long as the colors are complementing. So let me know if you have any questions with that, and I will be sharing next week how exactly to assemble your tea bags, how to get this really cute little folded edge, and how to attach it onto your saucer. These are tiny pieces, so it takes a little getting used to whenever you're turning them from the inside out, but the effect is so cute. I mean, there's nothing that replaces that cute little tea bag on the saucer. So I will be back with you next week to show you that in a video, and I hope that you liked this video. I hope that you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out. as well as the sew along. If you are, please give me a subscribe and a like. That is a free way to support my channel. I am not monetized again, so anything that you can do to help, I would really appreciate that. And I would just ask, share this with your friends, and let's get more people on board and supporting this channel. All right, I will see you next time with even more about the Spotted Tea Saucer Sew Along. Goodbye.